Hi there, I'm Heidi Nord, and I'm here to teach you a little bit about dyslexia. Dyslexia actually means, the dys part means difficulty with, and lexia means language. So dyslexia actually is a difficulty with language. And that's why so many of the warning signs you can detect on children as young as the age of 3. So it's really exciting to see all of the new research that's happening with dyslexia. And I like to say that I can help solve your reading puzzle because with dyslexia, it is a little bit like a puzzle. Because it's language-based, these bottom puzzle pieces are all language pieces. The first one is being able to count syllables in a word. So you need to be able to do that in order to read. Also, a person needs to be able to count the words in a sentence to be able to read. And finally, under our base here is pronunciation, because if a person is not pronouncing sounds correctly, they will not be able to read or write them. For example, if every th sounds like f, they'll write f instead of th. So pronunciation is very important. Our next layer here is all the same color, all dealing with phonemic awareness, and that is the ability to be able to manipulate sounds within a word. It's not phonics, but it's a precursor to that, which is being able to hear all of the sounds within a word. For example, if I say sleep and ask you to take out the ul, you could say seep. All of the Orton-Gillingham programs that were written or have been written deal a lot with phonemic awareness and being able to track all of the sounds in the word. And the way your brain works is that it needs to be able to have instruction so that you can create new pathways in the brain, and that is something that is possible. The next area of difficulty is with fine motor skills. So oftentimes people with dyslexia have difficulty with messy handwriting. Another area is something called the Irlen Syndrome. I have that up here. It's this puzzle piece. That is where some portion of the population actually, when they look at a page of print, it looks like the words are either moving or dancing or they're blurry, and it doesn't deal with the visual acuity, but it deals with the way the wavelength of light hits your eye, and it just causes distortions on the page. And Helen Irlen found that out, so that is something that you want to be screened for in case if you have a reading difficulty, and it is a part of the dyslexia puzzle. The other one is visual motor, and that's more with, so some people have the messy handwriting along with that poor fine motor skills, but if they have severe dysgraphia, there is more of a difficulty with this and with some reversals. The next area to look at, the next layer, deals partially with ADD, because 40% of people who are dyslexic additionally have ADD. So there's that piece to look at. Along with that, they're doing so much research on working memory, and this is what we used to call short-term memory, but working memory is basically the quick retrieval of facts and words, vocabulary, and being able to remember words and manipulate words in your mind. Some people with ADD have working memory issues, as well as our last piece, executive function issues. In fact, a lot of scientists are looking at ADD and executive function, and they're not sure where one begins and one ends. Executive function is in The executive function area is in your frontal part of your brain, and it's basically the director telling everybody in your brain what to do. And people with ADD do have some executive function difficulties. So that's my puzzle, my dyslexia puzzle, and I'm going to be posting other YouTube videos dealing with each specific piece. Thank you so much. And go to www.napareading.com if you would like to learn more and see other lessons. Have a good day.